Okay, let's unpack this. Imagine South Florida. Sunny, tranquil, banyan trees, that whole gentle tropical pace.
Yeah, seems idyllic, right?
Exactly. Now, picture that calm, just shattered.
Mm.
An ordinary guy, an architect, suddenly plunged into this labyrinth of extreme violence, drug deals, high stakes, and a really chilling quest for personal justice. That's what we're diving into today.
And it's fascinating, isn't it, how fast a life like that, quiet, reflective, can just be completely upended by these forces, sort of lurking right under the surface.
Totally.
Our source material, it's a really gripping narrative. It pulls you right into the heart of Miami's underworld, shows you the brutal logic, the surprising ways people have to adapt, or are forced to adapt, really, just to survive.
Right.
We'll get into how this accidental witness, he doesn't just watch, he becomes a key player in this deadly game. And what that tells us about, power, wealth, crime, how it's all connected in a place like Miami.
So our goal here, for you, the learner, is to kind of give you a shortcut to understand the really important stuff from this intense material.
Yeah, pull out the key nuggets.
We'll hit the surprising facts, add just enough edge to keep you hooked. We're looking at how the personal, the really deeply personal, collides with the systemic, the brutal system.
It's a collision course.
Definitely. So prepare for a journey into betrayal, revenge, and the real cost of knowing too much in a world where, well, everyone's a potential pawn.
Heavy stuff.
Okay, let's start where the story starts. Offshore, dead of night, Miami skyline glowing in the distance. There's this rusty old Panamanian freighter, the Night Owl.
Yeah, you can almost smell the diesel fumes.
Right. And it meets two speedboats, a Magnum and a Donzi. It's a drug transfer, clearly, but something feels wrong right from the start.
Absolutely. You see these Colombians, shirtless, sweating, passing bales like a fire brigade, the source says. It's got this rhythm.
Almost routine.
Almost. Until the Donzi crew steps up, there's a small man and this nervous new guy, Ruiz, and they shortchange the Colombians. The payment bag, it's full of tampons.
Tampons, I mean, the sheer gall of that.
It's incredible. And the consequence is immediate, brutal. Ruiz gets tossed overboard.
But then here's the twist, right? He gets pulled back onto the freighter.
Yeah, screaming, Socorro, Tiburon, help, shark. It's terrifying.
And then the freighter, the Night Owl, just vanishes by morning. Gone. That opening scene with Ruiz, it's not just drama, is it? It tells you something crucial about this world immediately. The ruthlessness.
Oh, absolutely. It sets the stage perfectly. Utter disposability. Life means nothing next to profit and control. It's this casual brutality.
Yeah.
Which is exactly what Detective Octavio Nelson, he's a Miami homicide detective in the story, calls it. Miami is a free fire zone, a no man's land.
Because of the geography.
Exactly. Thousands of miles of coast, all those little airstrips, the Everglades. It's just wide open for smugglers, a perfect storm.
And the sheer volume of drugs the source describes is huge. Marijuana from Jamaica, tons of it, and then the really prized stuff, cocaine from Colombia.
Right. And the way smuggling evolved, it's kind of grimly fascinating.
How so?
Well, it started small. People hiding stuff in, high heels, body cavities, even disturbingly, inside a corpse.
Wow. Yeah.
But then it just scaled up incredibly fast. Suddenly you're talking freighter loads, tons of grass, landing on runways, lit by headlights out in the Everglades.
Huge profits, I imagine.
Immense. And with that came escalating violence. That cocaine greed we mentioned, it shattered the old system.
The Colombian-Cuban arrangement.
Yeah. The Colombians decided to move onshore, cut out the Cuban middlemen, set up their own distribution. The Cubans then moved offshore, buying wholesale.
Which led to...
turf wars. Brutal, bloody turf wars. That's the backdrop for everything.
Okay, so into this chaos walks our main character, Christopher Meadows, an architect. Living in Coconut Grove seems totally removed from all this.
Yeah, his life seems peaceful. He rides this sturdy brown Raleigh bike, enjoys the Miami quiet, especially when the tourists leave in summer.
He sounds kind of reflective artistic.
Definitely. He just designed a children's hospital out in Mexico, found this unexpected connection with a crucifix there even. He seems sensitive.
But then, the encounter.
Right. At the library, of all places. He runs into his ex-girlfriend, Sandy Tilden, and her daughter, Jessica.
And there's that detail. He sees Jessica, notes her age.
And silently wonders, is she mine? It adds this incredibly deep personal stake for him, doesn't it? Right away.
It changes everything.
Yeah.
Because moments later, that quiet life is just gone.
Shattered. Sandy and Jessica are killed. A shootout right there in Coconut Grove. Meadows gets shot, too, in the leg.
And the shooter.
The man in the cream-colored suit.
Okay.
Later identified as Mono Domingo Sosa.
So this isn't just random violence hitting him. It's targeted, specific, and devastatingly personal.
Absolutely. That loss is the catalyst. It throws him out of his old life, straight into this brutal reality.
And that reality gets even more real, more visceral when Detective Nelson takes him to the morgue.
Oh, that scene, yeah. It's supposed to be just routine police work, identify a body.
Or it's anything but.
No. Dr. Harry Appel, the medical examiner, he's just nonchalant. Bodies splayed open, the smell, rotten and cold, and Appel's eating a sandwich while holding a human heart.
It's such a jarring image.
Yeah.
Just burns into your mind.
It really does. And Meadows is there, identifies some Juan Doe, a Colombian victim.
But then
Then he sees him. Ruiz Juan Gonzalez. The guy from the prologue. The one thrown off the boat.
no way.
Yes, his body washed up off Cape Florida, beaten, shot in the back of the head, tortured.
So Meadows sees firsthand the consequence of that betrayal on the boat. It connects directly back.
Exactly. And Appel just sums it all up, blunt as anything. It's greed. It's all about coke.
That's almost the thesis statement for this whole world, isn't it?
Pretty much. It shows Meadows, look, this violence isn't isolated. It's systemic. It's everywhere.
And that's when the real game starts. The chess game.
Right. Because Mono finds out Meadows is alive. And crucially, that Meadows saw his face.
That's bad news for Meadows.
Very bad. Mono's CIA trained, shooting, ballistics. He knows his stuff. And he wants revenge, regrets not killing Meadows when he had the chance. He even gets Meadows' hospital records.
So the hunter becomes the hunted. Fast.
Immediately.
Yeah.
Meadows tries to escape, goes to the airport,
But Mono finds him.
ambushes him in this rushing, roaring Black Hulk. Trans Am tries to run him down.
Desperate situation.
Totally. And in that desperation, Meadows fights back. He ends up stabbing Mono with Mono's own knife.
Wow. He sees Mono's belly blooming red, thinks he killed him, thinks he's safe.
For a second, maybe, but then the reality hits him. In this world, the cocaine jungle, stabbing a guy like Mono, that's the ultimate insult, the ultimate crime. It's basically a death sentence, a summons to vengeance.
So self-defense becomes something else entirely. He's crossed the line.
He's in the game now, deeply in, not just a victim anymore. He's drawn blood.
And this is where the real power behind the scenes starts to emerge, right? The puppet master.
Exactly. Jose Luis Bermudez Madero, outwardly. He's Mr. Respectable, prominent Cuban exile banker, chairs the United Charities Board, pillar of the community.
But that's just the surface.
Complete facade, the twist. He is El Jefe. He is Ignacio, the guy pulling all the strings in Miami's drug trade.
And he's ruthless. We see that with the lawyer. Redbird?
Lane Redbird, yeah. A freelancer trying to operate outside Bermudez's control, maybe trying to record their meeting, perhaps for leverage, perhaps extortion.
Ted Bermudez.
Kills him, just like that. Shows his absolute control.
So Bermudez isn't just managing crime. He's actively shaping it. His strategy.
It's cold, calculated business, redefine the distribution, better control the supply, keep it just below demand to maximize profit, and crucially, make an example of anyone who steps out of line, like Redbird.
It's empire building, essentially, through violence and control.
Precisely. A ruthless CEO of crime.
Meanwhile, Detective Nelson figures out Meadows stabbed Mono. Arrests him.
Yeah, thanks to his partner, Pincus. Meticulous guy. Found a parking receipt, airline no-show, traced a phone call, nails him.
But Nelson sees the bigger picture, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He knows Meadows is in danger.
Right. He gives Meadows that stark choice. Go to jail, which is horrible, or get out and be dead in 2 days.
Grim options.
Very. But then Nelson offers a third way. Help us. Identify Mono's associates.
And that's the deal, the alliance.
That's the turning point. Meadows isn't that innocent architect anymore, not even close.
No, the source says he's driven by compulsion. He's cold with anger and cunning.
He steals a gun, a Smith & Wesson, from his partner Terry, starts practicing, gets a callus on the fleshy part of the palm.
That physical detail, the callus, speaks volumes, doesn't it? It's a physical sign of his transformation.
Absolutely. It's chilling. He's hardening, adapting to this world he's been forced into. The psychological cost must be immense. He's becoming what he needs to be to survive, maybe even to get revenge.
Adopting the enemy's tactics.
It seems like it. The lines are blurring inside him.
So Meadows, now allied with Nelson, goes on this recon mission to Mono's funeral.
Yeah, Nelson facilitates it. And Meadows is there observing. He sees Mono's family, 3 kids.
That detail always gets me. Even in this world, there are families kids.
It's a poignant reminder, isn't it? But Meadows isn't there for sentiment. He's identifying Mono's crew.
Who does he spot?
Sees a guy nicknamed Cauliflower Ear, another called the Peasant, and then the big one, Jose Bermudez.
El Jefe himself.
He recognizes him, confirms his target. Now he knows who's at the top.
He's zeroed in. But he needs to understand this world better, right? So he gets involved in that Everglades drop.
Yeah, another risky move. He links up with these guys, Manny and Mo, who work for Alonzo, who is under Bermudez. It's a marijuana drop.
And it goes badly.
Oh, yeah. Total chaos. A failure. Highlights exactly the kind of inefficiency and risk Bermudez wants to eliminate. Meadows barely gets out.
What does he learn from that mess?
He learns how crucial street smarts, like Manny's cunning, are just to survive out there. It's a dangerous, messy reality check. A baptism by fire.
A very dangerous field trip indeed. Okay, so after seeing the chaos firsthand, the plan to trap Bermudez starts taking shape.
Right. And Terry, Meadows' partner, she plays a key part here.
How so?
She contacts Nelson, but pretends to be someone else, Senora Lara. Claims El Jefe killed her brother. Offers inside info, but insists on meeting Nelson alone at a place called Southland.
It's all part of Meadows' plan, this tower of deceit.
Exactly. It's incredibly elaborate, a real long con.
And the execution. It happens at La Comparsita, that Cuban restaurant.
That's the stage. First, Arthur Prim creates a diversion, bursts in yelling, "Innkeeper! More wine for the virgins and an aphrodisiac for my lover." Just pure chaos.
Hilarious, but calculated chaos.
Totally. While that's happening, Meadows goes right up to Bermudez's table, pretends to be some drug contact, acts obnoxious, even spews crumbs, grabs Bermudez's wine and slugs it down.
Just pushing his buttons, disarming him with audacity.
Exactly. Then, the key move. He swaps Bermudez's briefcase with a fake one he brought.
And the fake one contains.
Oh, it's perfectly designed to incriminate him. Cocaine, obviously. But also a handwritten love letter from Carmen, his mistress, and a receipt for yellow roses playing on Bermudez's vanity.
Brilliant. It's designed to expose everything.
Right. Then, more chaos. A staged fight breaks out. Arthur's involved again with a police decoy posing as part of a couple. It's all meant to distract Bermudez's bodyguards, the three killers.
Pure theater.
Setting the stage for Nelson's entrance, Terry signals him, and bam, Nelson and his team storm the place amid the pandemonium.
So they catch Bermudez red-handed.
Yeah.
With the briefcase.
Well, yes and no. They find the cocaine, there's chaos, but Bermudez, he gets detained, briefly questioned, and then just released. Right there at the scene.
What? How?
He just blames being in the wrong place at the wrong time. His connections are that good. The system just bends for him.
Unbelievable. What about the others?
The two Cuban gunmen get arrested, but the Colombians with Bermudez turned over to immigration and naturalization and then released.
So the trap works, but justice, it doesn't stick. Not through the official channels anyway.
Not for Bermudez. It highlights his power, the limits of the system. It's a frustrating outcome, right?
Definitely. And then there's that other tragic storyline involving Detective Nelson's brother.
Yeah, Roberto Justo Nelson. Completely separate from the raid, but it just underscores the pervasiveness of this world. He dies, and customs finds, well, condoms filled with cocaine inside his body. 17 of them.
God, that's grim. Just shows how deep the desperation and the danger goes. It touches everyone.
It really does. No one's immune. And yet, Octavio Nelson himself gets cleared in an internal review about his connection to Roberto.
How does that happen?
His old academy buddy is the hearing officer. Dismisses Pincus's meticulous notes. The system protects its own, or at least keeps Nelson on the street where he's maybe seen as useful. It's cynical, but pragmatic, perhaps?
So the official system fails to get Bermudez. But the story doesn't end there.
No, it doesn't. A few days after La Comparsita, Bermudez's cigar factory burns down.
And Bermudez.
Found dead, buried in a nice plot in the new Catholic cemetery.
And nobody suspects Meadows.
His old cigar-making buddies, they blame Castro, comunistas de mierda. It's kind of tragically ironic. The perfect misdirection. Meadows' revenge remains hidden, secret.
The ultimate unseen hand.
Exactly. And the deep dive ends with that scene, Meadows and Nelson fishing together. Quietly.
Meadows says he was out of town when it happened.
Right.
Referring to Bermudez's death.
Yeah, a subtle, chilling confirmation. And Nelson makes that comment about sharks.
Right, they'll eat just about anything, and if you cut one, the others in the school will eat it alive.
And Meadows' reply, "Me too. Every day."
Wow, that says it all, doesn't it? The transformation is complete. He's not just surviving in that world. He is part of that world now. He's become a shark himself.
It's a powerful, chilling end. He's fundamentally changed. He can't go back to being that architect on the Raleigh bike.
So if we step back and look at the bigger picture here,
Sure.
this isn't just a revenge story, is it?
No, not at all. It's really a stark look at how those lines blur. Legality, criminality, personal motives, huge illicit networks. It all gets tangled together.
It really makes you ask, when the official systems fail, when justice seems impossible,
Yeah,
what does accountability even look like?
exactly. And who pays the price in the end? It's a tough question with no easy answers.
So what does this mean for you, the learner? Well, maybe it means that the most dangerous truths, sometimes they're hidden right in front of us.
Yeah, and understanding them means you got to be willing to look deeper, beyond the surface, even into some pretty dark corners.
It also suggests maybe that justice isn't always served in a courtroom. Some scores get settled off the books in ways the public never even hears about.
So next time you hear a news story that seems straightforward, maybe ask yourself, what's lurking beneath? Who or what is the shark just below the surface?